Welcome back, folks, to Farming Simulator 2022. Now, super excited today. We got actually a few different things to do, so we're way up here on the map. We are getting close to our wood collectibles, and I will show that building off once we get it filled. So, there is a collectible right here that we are going to grab. And we are down to our last three. As you can see, we started off with negative money because of our leasing costs this episode. In between the last month and this one, it was around 17,000. So our goal in the next couple episodes is going to be to get that pretty much taken care of. We don't want to be leasing any equipment here. My goal is going to be in 2 episodes here. So, few things to start with here, guys. First, I think we are going to go ahead and pay off the last of our loan. Repay. We now are no longer in debt, which is a huge thing. I know we've been working towards paying that off, and now we finally do. So the next step is over here. We are in May now, and we have a couple really important things to do. One is we got a bunch of uh, stuff to sell again. So I think what we're going to do is we're possibly going to start the episode that way, but I think, let's see, I'm wondering, should we sell this on the train or no? Let me think about it here for a second. So the last episode, we made about 60,000 selling to the roller coaster, and I think we're going to try to do one Elm Creek run with the train. And let's just see how big of a difference it is going to be on all products, not just the prefab walls. And I think we're obviously going to worry about the roller coaster the most. But with that being said, it would be nice to know what our options are. So what I'm going to be doing here is we're going to grab all these pallets, including them ones from over here, because there is a spawn point over here as well. And we're going to try to make some big old moolah today, guys. So, let's get started. We have quite the line waiting on us, so let's go ahead and go. So interestingly enough, we have, it looks to be slightly less on than the last episode. And we won't be able to sell this every episode, I don't think. And it's going to be really hard to keep the sawmill completely full. But I think in an upcoming episode, I have an idea that might help us with this. So we're going to take the train and we're going to head off. Everything is strapped down good because it can come flying off otherwise. Let's hopefully send this off to Elm Creek. And what did we get? 64 plus an environmental bonus, which is another thing I want to add here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the map. Interestingly enough, we did not have that drop like I thought we were. And I don't know if the game is being nice to us, but our environmental score is 81 right now. And I don't know if that's because maybe we're doing something with the trees I didn't realize was in that's helping us. But anyway, the field itself though is at 80, so I don't think that's necessarily the case. We're getting a small boost somewhere. Score details. So it looks like we're doing okay on all of them. And I think I think maybe we can maybe keep 81 if that's the case. But you can see we did get extra $6,000 besides that, guys. And there is going to be a few things we're going to be getting into. So let's head back to the farm. Look at all this neatly piled wood. What a waste. We could be selling all that or using it at our mill. But anyway, guys, back here at the farm now, if you guys remembered, I rushed to plant the grass this spring. And you can see here, it's already ready to harvest. And we have a lot to do here in May. And I think the one thing I want to show you quickly before we decide what we're going to do in May, we're going to probably have 2 episodes here in May. I'm going to take you back and we're going to take Big Blue, I think. Where's Blue? Come on, Blue. There we are. I'll take you over here and I'm going to show you kind of my game plan. Now, this is not going to be the smoothest operation, um, but let's get straightened out here. If you guys were with on that stream we did a week ago, where we cut down these trees, you can see here now we have I've cut down a path to our new land, and I think what we're going to do is maybe make a road. And as if you can see where I cut through here, there is a waterway. So I think our first ever time in Farm Sim ever, I'm going to be probably building a bridge. And this is all the area we cut out. And we cut out quite a bit of area on that stream. We cut all the way down to, you can see down there is actually the shop. So down where the payloader is, it's in the semi. You can see this is kind of where we started. And the shop is right up there. So we've cut this all off. And the reason we kind of wanted to rush to cut that off like we did and lease items and try out some new stuff within the game anyway is that this is a big project and it's going to take us some time, but this is going to be one of our main farm extensions here, and we're going to be doing quite a bit with it. So just to give you a game plan, rough game plan here, guys. We need the rocks for the lime production. So you can see now that we've cut the trees, you can see we got rocks hanging out everywhere, which we're going to take care of. But this isn't going to be all in a 1 episode deal. I want you guys to know this is a long-term project. And we're going to be putting fields here, and eventually down the road, I think our big main farm possibly might go here just because of the area and location. It's a pretty good location. As you can see, it's semi towards the middle of the map. We might look at other locations too as we probably start to buy land here soon. But we have a lot of leased items, including, we can go look at them right now. All the truck, the semi, the forestry equipment, the wheel loader. And my goal is to have them gone by June or July, guys. But we have a lot in this 1 month we have to take care of. And so let's get started with that. So, being that the wood can sit for a little bit, and the grass is only going to hurt us if we don't cut it down and start making some bales so we can get into animals. I feel like our priority is definitely the grass so we can get it growing again. And I think what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to do something I hear different. I love how every time I come into a menu, I save game. This game is amazing. No, actually, I have it that way because in case I ever crash, I don't want to have to redo a ton of work. So we have these 2 little fields right here, and right here, which are not little because these are pretty big for us. These because we are yet still a small farm. If you guys are kind of new to the series, I know we got a bunch of new people watching. Our main tractors are about our farm tractors are on the, let's go ahead and look here. They're on the, these are our two main farm tractors, 80 to 85 horse. And I was thinking maybe we start with a mower like so, um, which might not be a bad option. And let's see, there's a few of them. 95. Could we actually pull that off? Huh, let's look at our options here. So that's 4 meters. This one here is 6.3 meters. And that one's, I believe, a little bit more power, right? 110 horse. So I think what we're gonna go ahead and do, that one's 4 meters. So them two are about the same, the disc vine and the other one. But we do have another option over here. And the head is 4.5 meters at 10. Uh, hmm. I'm thinking we probably let's go with this guy for at least a little bit. I want to try this guy out. It's going to be our cheaper option. And also, interestingly enough, if we wait a little bit, we could probably get a bigger mower down the road. But I do want to, we don't need any weights, beacons. Yeah, I think we do. Definitely antenna. I don't know if you've been in any equipment with a radio, but that would be not a lot of fun. So we'll do that. Interior, I'm not too worried about that. Filter, not really worried. It would be beneficial to have mirrors. I'm not tinting it. Seat, and we'll go with the yellow. Oh, we could switch the main color. Oh, we could switch the main color of the roof. You know what? That yellow don't actually look bad. What would this color be? Oh, the cab? Oh, we could kind of go with an older style look. And we are going to change this to the green machine. But I don't know if we're going to have this guy forever. He might be just our starter option. Uh, Boy, we're not even going to be able to fit that in there, are we? We are not. We'll get close, though. Alright, so I think we're going to grab that. 15. And let's grab the mower head for it. Ooh, we could have a wood look to it. Okay, I think we're going to do that as well. Let's take a look at this. Now, this thing isn't going to be super fast, but today we do definitely need to get going on our baling. Let's pick this up. I always think in real life that these things are going to tip over because they don't look like they have the counterweight to keep them on ground. Come on, dude, let's go. So in real life, when I grew up, these were fancy. Most of the time, you had them disc bines that we were looking at, or hay bines, or the littler mowers. This would be kind of fancy where I live. I live obviously in Wisconsin with dairy farms, and there is definitely a lot of baling going on here, um, but it's normally on a smaller scale. There's where I live is there's still a fair amount of mom and pops deals, smaller farms than some of these big crop farms that you see across the country. So let me get it over there. Not super speedy, but it's not as slow as I thought it was going to be because it's been a while since we, had a little old harvester like this. So let's get to the field, guys. So I don't want to do too much talking, but I do want to show you guys some plans down the road. I didn't actually realize this, but we own this side of the rail station as well. And I was thinking, since we have our farm over here, and we're going to probably, for the most part, have our grass fields over here, I'm thinking maybe once we get some money built up here, this would be a pretty cool place to keep a shed, maybe for our baling equipment. But that's more down the road, just an idea. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. So let's get ahead and start mowing. Let's start mowing the grass down over in this field. You know what? This thing isn't too bad. It's not super fast. The other mowers would be a little bit quicker, but we really aren't in the stage to be using a big mower. In fact, this is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this mower as it stands, and we don't want to get too close to that other field because we're going to have to be running equipment in. And you can see we're getting a pretty good rate off the field. If you guys can look on that bottom left, you can see the actual yield monitor, I guess was what you would call it in real life. But we are actually getting a pretty darn good return out of this, so I think that's going to be pretty good. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is we're going to have a second speedy up bit here, and I'm going to go ahead and mow this and that other field down real quick here, guys. So we have the fields cut down, and something interesting. I just checked it. Boy, this is a pretty cool thing here. I like when the mod makers go into really good details. But a few things we got to know from mowing this down. Actually, our score changed. Our environmental score went up 1. So we're actually doing some things right. Now, I think once we get to fertilizer and tillage, in weed control, we're at 15 because we plowed. We didn't need to do weeds. So there's some scores we can work on and help. But, guys, I did talk a little bit too much today. I stumbled over words. For me, it is my Monday. And you can tell I had a case of Mondays today. But anyway, guys, in the next episode, we're going to get to making bales. So I can't wait. Have a good one, folks.